Today I'm with the team, my team. Today we are going to discuss about meetings and our perceptions. Yeah, yes, can you please discuss about?
It is not the introduction. How do you introduce you?
My perception about the meetings today, most of the people think that only about meetings that we can sit and all the day listen to the meeting. People will lose lack of focus on the meeting. So instead of that, we can have a walk so that we can think much better. So we won't lose our interest and focus on the meeting and get more things while walking. And
Can you use microphone?
and I get to know a great comparison that sitting a long time and listening to a meeting is like smoking, even though we know that it was harmful to us. While in my perception, having a walk and having a meeting with a walk, uh, we can think better and we won't lose our focus.
Yes, I strongly agree with this idea. There is a beautiful biology is there. Um, most of most of the nerve endings are in the foot. When you're sitting, the nerves are not responded to the brain, so focus and creativity starts decreasing. While you are walking, the nerves are start acting, so it comes a resonance with the brain, so you can get in a focus and creativity ideas and your productivity increases.
Yes. In my perception, nowadays people are so much of using technology and also spend more time to the screen instead of playing any games and doing without any exercises. Then lack of exercises, body become so much of lose their healthy healthy and also mm, technology is not the main part of this. Uh, uh, it is not your problem, and also how do we balance the screen time and also regular exercises. That's my opinion.
Okay, uh, having a meeting while walking is not possible for all the meetings. It won't possible for the technical meetings, but we can have it for some meetings like peer discussions and small meetings without technical meetings. So while walking, we can able to think more. It won't possible like having a technical things like that's it.
In a family meetings, we can uh, it's have an opportunity to walk while meeting, and also when we are thinking the while walking, um, ideas comes very easier rather than sitting.
Okay, your given time is up. Though you tried sharing your perception on the meeting, how we conduct the meeting. Is it what your perception from the listening task? You are thinking that instead sitting and having a meeting, and you justified with an example. What about other two? Yeah. Okay. So it is good you have shared your perception, but it doesn't mean with the same perception other two also would go. They would also share the same perception. There is no difference in your perceptions. That is what. That is what. And what about her? She has come up with different perception. Good, 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 good then. Fine. You can go. And this time You need to work on your initiation. How do you initiate your discussion? Okay, that you focus on. Next sub team, please.
Good morning to everyone. I am Joshna. This is our team. Today we are discussing on the topic of take a walk for an while sitting on for an hours, and that according to me we can sit for an hours. It is not good for our health. We can stand and we can discuss anything, and it is good for our health and our mind. Because of we sitting for an hours, we can give the many health issues like breast cancer, like anything. And what is your opinion on this topic?
So, in my opinion, in my perception, walking is a physical health by encouraging improve physical health by encouraging instead of long sitting hours, and they also boost creativity and fresh thinking as it change environment helps generate new ideas. Additionally, walking can reduce stress and make decisions more relaxed and open.
As a real-time example, in our daily life, we sit with for a long hours with our friends, and it feels we feel very tired and less active. Because of that, we walk and discuss. We feel fresh and more energetic, and it helps us to think clearly and share good ideas in perfect way. And I think small changes can make big difference in our daily life and health issues also.
So, according to me, um, if we share our opinions or thoughts or ideas, we can discuss with our friends or a small movement or a like walking. It helps to improve our creativity and also communicate better also. So, um, generally students are sitting like an idle while studying and learning in a classrooms. It may damages their health like cancer. So many diseases are so finally we conclude that um, if we stay active, um,
Finally, we conclude that small changes can make a big difference in our health. So we make feel very active and be positive. Thank you.
Good. Though you were hesitant to give conclusion at the end, you made it. Why were you that hesitant to speak out? Your perception is not same as others. Okay? Good. You can go confidently with your own example. No need to hesitate. Okay? Even these two also have done good job. And this time you add your emotion so that it would be more effective. Instead being dull. You'll. Okay? Good.
Good morning, everyone. My name is Hamlata. This is my team. Today I saw a beautiful video, and this video I had a vote, take a walk, and in this in in my point of view, when you when you go for a walk, it's not only about your moving your body. And for example, imagine you are wake up and at early morning in the
Yes, I agree with that point. People nowadays just um, sit at one position and they forget to do any physical activities, and that affects their physical health as well. They just stick to screens for continuous hours, and they just forget to do any physical activity. So this affects their health as well. So how do you justify that?
In my perception, replacing a sitting with walking, it can lead to improve our health and productivity. The problem, we can sit long hours in meeting. It is harmful to health, like back pains, weight gain. So many health issues are okay. We spend more time with our screen with sitting.
okay, my the meeting is group of people is come together, then share our ideas, then listen to our ideas, share our ideas, then affect to idea is choose, then to to take a walk, then fresh mind and relax our body, then mind is calm. A real time example, I complete my college, then walk to away in midway, then fresh air, then calm the mind and relax our body. To
When you speak to few people, you feel fresh and you and it feels good rather than just sticking to screens for a longer time. And so
yes, my perception is, for example, your mind is very low and you are suffering from you are suff-
In conclusion, replacing with sitting with walking, it can lead to improve health and productivity.
Why are you struggling? You have shared your perception. Justify that perception to your peers. Your perception is right. Then how do you justify with your own examples? You need to um, state whatever you are saying is right. So that justification you give it to your peers. That is enough. Did you give? All of you. I did not see that you have given an example. Then why could you not? If you have given the same content as the speaker, there's no use of this activity. You need to justify, you need to first share your perception. Instead copying the speaker's words here, you need to share your perception. Because you can also say no to the speaker's words. She was telling that using internet, sitting for using internet, you sit for a longer time, that may cause many health issues. You can deny that and say, and then there's no such rule to work uh, on screen by sitting. We can also work by walking, and we can do physical tasks by working simultaneously. We can do things, and we can plan like that instead going with that. Like, or else you can also say, if we sit for the work, that doesn't mean that would be you know non-physical tasking. We can also go with some other multiple ways. You should have spoken that. Okay, fine. This time you come up with multiple perceptions in your mind, and how do you justify that? Clear? Okay, you can go. Is it your last sub team or any other sub team is there? Come on. One more sub team is there. One girl is coming. They are coming. One of No, no, no. They are coming, Ra. They are coming one after another. Come on. Stand by facing each other. Your team, your team. Bhargavi, you move your other that side. Yeah, come. You have still place. Yeah. Others, stand closer. Little bit backward. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Good, good. You can start. You can go with Bhargavi. You're not visible. Yeah, fine. You can. Arey, this girl can come this side. Yeah, good.
So good morning everyone. This is my team, Subteam 4. So today we are going to discuss about how the technology has influenced the human lives and the health issues caused by the technology. So in the present situation, technology has influenced the human lives in both negative and positive ways. So many of the people are strongly depending on the technology because it is making the work more easier and more comfortable. However, they are sitting long hours in front of the televisions or computers, using the mobile phones instead of engaging in the physical activities. They are facing several health issues like obesity and uh, and eye strain like that, and several diseases. So, and if in case it was prolonged for a long time due to the radiations from the smartphones or laptops or computers, it is we are having a chance of getting the cancers also. So using the technology is not using the technology is not the I'm not telling that using technology is not correct, but using it a balanced way is important, because health is important and also work is important. So this is my perception. So what are you?
I agree with your words. Obviously, what you're saying is correct. And using technology in a proper way is good for health. Most of the people, like 3 years, 4 years child, also have getting a eyesightedness due to the most of the time they using screens by seeing videos like online platforms like YouTube, Instagram, and they have they are sitting at a place and they're scrolling videos and they're scrolling videos and uh, even in their childhood they're getting eyesightedness and so many problems like cancer and obesity like that. What's your
Sitting more time and watching videos gives the back pain to the students. So while walking and making conversations more gives more interest in conversations. While sitting, it feels bore, and we cannot make more conversations. For a real-time example, when a student roaming in a corridors and making conversations will give more topics to talk, but in more time they can sit, they feel bored, and they have no topics to talk interesting.
My perception is too many people sitting long hours to affect the health problems like back pain, neck pain, and to walk the health is fit.
Okay, I will agree all your point of views. According to me, she in this video she shared about sitting for a long time. I was liking smoking. Even we know the risk is happening by smoking. That's why also sitting continuously in the desks. It's also very dangerous in the long run. When we see in our life so many like merchants are daily sitting in the shops, they will increase their opacity. So she introduced a small idea like instead of sitting uh, instead of sitting meetings, one way convert these sitting meetings into walking meetings. We can save our time and our health also. uh, Even though advantages, there are also I think small limitations also in in this idea. Uh, in walking meetings, we can't take the notes in meetings, and also for a large amount of meetings when gathered. In this time also, we cannot make them into walking meetings. So uh, I I support this idea for small meetings with these limitations. So what's your view?
So we are going to conclude that what is if use the technology how much you require. Don't sit long hours in front of the systems or using the smartphones and everything. So make sure that you should have at least 30 minutes a day for your health and exercises, and if you get some free time, spend the time with your family or spend the time on your health. Make some walk and be healthy. Thank you.
Good. Your sub team did wonderful job. Though one or two are very dull in their expression. Why are you not having smile? Others, they're very dull. Okay, so you did well, Nana. The sub team did very well
Thank
by
you.
adding your own examples and all these things. And all others should be active in the discussion, not only few. Okay, good.
Thank you.